Everybody ain't built for crime. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Street niggas turning state, acting like the real but they fake. Trust, it ain't no such thing these days. Ain't no telling what snake. I watch everything around me, cause daily, man, the trap chick crazy. I watch everything around me, cause daily, man, the trap chick crazy. Yeah, peep game, the clientele, then the thug that you hustle with. Maybe the police. I ain't talking about the life of crime or the dope game, cause that's a conspiracy. I remember 23 hours a day, I was locked down in the state pen, on the phone with bad in traffic. Video tagging, on rock with no nigga. That shit keep you off your square. It's an animal planet, ain't talking for gods to be alive, it's to be well. Some homies be phonies, they change up and switch up on ya. No friend, no partner, no clique, just me and a chopper. We all sin and fell short of God's glory. The fast tell you up, you tell the whole damn story. Expect another nigga to go through the time for it. Man, it is what it is, just making sure the whole world know it. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now.
OG said he went did that dirt for me. Sat down and did that time for me. So I went throw away my life over somewhat stupidity. Friends quick to say that they got your back, but look where they get when coppers pull up. You the first name that they give. They turn to a rat. They singing they loyal, turning their back on the trap. Trust no one in these streets, cause these snakes they go hits. That's the devil working, that's a fact. Keep your faith and I God bless me with a squad. I need myself and I completely unified. That big go dancing the prayer to the higher rust and bust some rounds. Any meeny mighty mode, take a bit. Protect myself with bullets you can hit. Never lacking, you won't catch me slipping, cause when I'm wrong, if you do, you get killed. I swear to y'all that the young get here when I become a victim. Hear the nonsense. Isolate myself just like a convict. All my dreams I swear I will accomplish. Obstacles I swear I overcome them. Watch me handle every situation. Altercation with the proper preparation. Taking on allegation against younger baby. People say I'm crazy, but if it's murder and self-defense, I'll take the charge. And I do my time for me, and that's on God.
I live by the street code, I'ma die by the street code. Cause that's how the gang go, y'all niggas need an Oscar. Flip-flopping, perpetrating, y'all niggas the folks. Wired up like electricians, on the mission for the time cut. They say when you're snitching, you're handling your business. Me, I don't agree with that bitch shit. I learned the game the hard way, did a lot of time for my cases. Pressure bust a pipe, real thugs stand firm through any situation. Everybody ain't built for the time of the crime, yeah, man, God be my witness. So-called real ass niggas fall victim to the system and they testify. Never put nothing past a nigga in the game, cause they'll wear that wide. Thug life have been abolished, these days, man, shit just ain't solid. Castrated, watered down, loose lips, ain't ships at the topic. I'm on my 363 square, you know what I'm talking about, this is my life.
Everybody ain't built for the crime, everybody ain't built for the time. White man gonna hit you with a fine, family gonna leave with a frown. Tell me what's it worth every pound, cause a weapon they found. And the cell is a whole different sound, better weigh your options now.
Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now. Everybody ain't built for crime. Everybody ain't built for time. Better weigh your options before you make a move. Ooh, I'm telling you now.
All right, what's going on, y'all? This is the Lonely Lounge Podcast. I'm your host, Solo. I'm gonna call it a real special guest to me today, man, that's joining me on the show today, man. Goes by the title, The Real Deal J Hill, right? Real Deal J Hill. I don't know if the D's on the beginning of it, man. I really, I don't want to butcher your name and all that. So I kind of want you to tell me and my listeners, bro, like, how old are you and where are you from, man?
I'm 44 years old. I'm from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Mississippi, man. Already, see, there we go. The Southern boy, man. Another Southern boy on here with me right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a lot of those, man. I get a lot of people from a little bit everywhere.
Oh, for sure.
Already, man. So, I kind of want to ask you this, man. So you're an artist yourself, right? Because I know you do a lot of work in your community, but I want to know, like, you was a rapper before you was doing any of that, right?
I mean, I started out doing that, freestyling and just, doing it in jail. Because, I keep in mind I was incarcerated a long time, so I was doing music inside the walls.
Okay, yeah. So let's get into that a little bit, man, just so my listeners can get the real person here that we talking to tonight, man. So tell us a little bit. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, bro, but I mean, tell us a little bit about before music and just how you was coming up, man, your situation growing up, and everything that led up to the prison bid, and just let's get into it, man.
Oh man, I was young. I was out there in the streets real tough, hard head, thought I knew everything. Making bad decisions, didn't have a clue that life is about decision making, just living that life, a product of my environment, really thugging out here in these streets, really living that gang stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was caught up in the fascination of the brotherhood, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. So what led up to the so how old was you? Was you involved in, like, I don't want, this is a dumb question, I feel uncomfortable asking it, but so I mean, you was involved in gang activity or something like, so I mean, how old was you when you really got involved in that?
13 years old.
Damn, that's young, man. Shit. That's young, man. So I mean, clearly, if you get involved in stuff like that, I mean, in my viewpoint, bro, I mean, you couldn't have really had any real positive male role models in your life at that point. I mean, they kind of would have shied you away from it, I guess.
That's a negative, because you got to understand, it's bigger than just the parents, man. It take a whole village to raise children. That's really true. That's not a facade saying, because I was honorable amongst my mother and father, but when I got off around them, it was the things that I chose to do, because life is all about decision making.
Okay. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. Got you. All right, man. So you was 13, man. You got involved in, what I guess the term we're going to use tonight is pretty much like the underworld, side of life or whatever. You got involved in the streets and stuff like that, man. So at 13 years old, diving into a shark-infested, ocean like that, bro, like, what was going through your mind at that particular time? And, what really attracted you to that?
I mean, it attracted me to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, the guys on my side of the city, they showed so much what appeared to me seemed like to be unity. These guys had a lot of respect, and the older people even respected these guys. Even though these guys was in the streets, they carried themselves in a fashion, in a way to where you couldn't even say nothing bad about these guys. They're gonna make sure the old people secure. They're gonna make sure if you ain't got your light bills and stuff paid, if you need your yard cut, they taking care of the community. The thing that they're doing wrong is, they moving the little work around out there, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of adapted to the life of what I seen, and I wanted that life, and I wanted to be like that, and I wanted to be the hardest dude in the gang. I knew I was going to prison at an early age. I had a hard desire for it, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to cut you off, man. Yeah, that's just crazy, man. At that young of an age, you already was preparing yourself to go into that institution, man. That's crazy. Yes, because you know what I'm saying. Like, I was taught not to have fear of anything, and when you out here in these streets, you got to be like, it's like the military. The more people that die, the more people come fight for the cause. You know what I'm saying? So you out here in these streets, and you thugging, you seeing people get killed, you seeing people get life sentences. All my partners are dead or doing life in prison. None of my partners are really free, only a few of them. But the most of them that I grew up with, that I knew, man, they dead, man. I'm talking about been dead, and I'm saying been doing natural life. So, it's dead serious with me all the way around. It always have been. Yeah, man. So I guess that kind of goes back to the name, you chose for yourself, which is Real Deal J Hill, because it's a real deal what you come from. That's not that play stuff you hear about. That's when everybody you ever knew was dead or gone at this point, that was the real deal shit that you was in at that point. Man, you know, people talk about karma, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you something. The same thing that I was doing in the streets, the same way my brothers, I lost my brother. You know what I'm saying? I lost 3 blood brothers. They died a horrible death.
Damn.
So, you know, then I lost my dad while I was in prison. You feel what I'm saying? Then I went to prison for retaliation for behind my brother. So, you know, my mom, she done lost all these kids. I'm locked up for retaliation. My dad just died. My grandma just died. My first cousin, who's like a blood brother to me, he just got killed. And it's been retaliation after retaliations. All these people losing their life from behind bad choices, though.
Damn, man. That shit. I don't really even know how to like process all of that and know at this quick of a pace, bro. That's some heavy shit right there. That's not.
But man, look though. I understand that when your survivor's job is to tell the story. So I survived through all the turmoil, all the pain. I've been having life insurance on me since I was 18. My daddy says, boy, the way you was living out here, before I went to prison, I had life insurance on me because my dad told me, he said, you need to sign this paper. You know what I'm saying? I was 15. He said, you need to sign this. I said, what is form, Daddy? Got it covered up. He said, don't worry about it, just sign. He said, I got some life insurance on you. He said, because the way you living out here, you know what I'm saying? You going to kill somebody or somebody going to kill you.
Damn, man. So that kind of leads me to my next question to you, bro. Like, going through all of that shit, man, that's some heavy stuff, bro. Going through all of that at such a young age in your life, you know, and just throughout your life in general, though, how did you become this whole new entity out here, bro? Like, your outlook on life is a lot more positive. Like, where did you find this at in yourself?
I mean, I found it through the prayer. I found it through, you know what I'm saying? I had to study in prison like a college scholar. I wanted to use prison. I gangbanged a lot, but I started to use it my last couple of years as a think tank. You know what I'm saying? I had to let my mind escalate. I say, I done made all these bad decisions. I say, I have to weigh my options because every time I look around, I'm staying in trouble. I'm getting in trouble. I'm jumping out there for my homeboys. I'm jumping out there for my blood brother and them. I'm jumping out there for the gang. And it's always me getting caught up. It's always me being told on. So I was so solid to that. I had to remove that old way of thinking. Like when they say your mind have been renewed, I had to renew my mind. And I say, man, it's my job to teach these little kids, these troublesome kids, and these kids thinking jail is cool when they young, to tell them it's nothing cool about jail. So I said, all the time that I'm doing, I need to use this to educate myself and come up with a formula and a program to teach the youth, to reach the youth, to tell them the truth, and how, because it takes courage to come up with these programs and speak this to these young guys.
Absolutely, man. So I just want to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure you already know personally, but just in case nobody's ever said this to you, I want to be the one to tell you this, bro. I don't know if you know exactly how much strength that actually takes to come from that and then get your brain completely switched, you know, like turning on a light switch into this whole other thing. Not everybody, a vast majority of the population cannot do that, bro. The strength is just not, that's some serious shit.
Yeah, it is, but when I speak on it, they'll think that you kind of, they'll think that you thinking on point, because what it is, it's a mental transition. You know what I'm saying? Your transition, you going from one stage to another. I went through a cocoon stage in prison. You know what I'm saying? They had me locked up and locked down. So I was on what they call STG gang leadership status. That's when you can't get food, canteen. You can only get $10 hygiene. They move you every 90 days here and there, try to keep you from communicating with the rest of the prison population. They don't let you get visits. They don't let you do your legal work like you need to file ARPs or for the prison rights. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was in a one-man cell a long time, so I had to study. And I did a lot of reading and I did a lot of praying. I was sentenced to life. And I got my case overturned through what they call a loophole, which was they really set me up because they really shouldn't even convicted me. But, you know what I'm saying, by them wanting me so bad and by me staying in trouble when I was young and always fighting in school and always having a name for violence, I can't even have a name for holding up for myself, just like a law-abiding citizen, stand your ground, right?
Right.
And when you go out here and do all this gang banging and do all this crazy stuff, they don't really believe that somebody came to you. They believe you always the aggressor. You always the predator. You never the prey. You see what I'm saying? So I want to tell these kids that you can't go out here pointing guns, shooting people, and then 5 years from later you have a baby, you want a good life, your past will come back and hunt you.
Absolutely, bro. Like that's a big lesson to, get through these young kids' head at a young age, bro. Like everything that you do now that, having that young mindset, they don't understand exactly how serious that shit is, because the energy you put out there don't just go away because you change your mind overnight. That shit is still going to be bigger in there. It's going to be waiting on you to slip up, and it's going to eat you alive if you let it. It's a serious thing.
You're right about that. That's why it's what you intake, it's what you involve yourself with, invest your time in. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son, I got a younger son, I tell him all the time, I say, what kind of person your age show you? There's nothing wrong with hanging with a person your age, but when you're trying to go through the phases of life, a person that's just as young as you haven't been on the earth long enough. So iron sharpen iron, so does one man sharpen another. Never be too sharp or wise to let someone tell you something. An old man walking down the street picking up cans that's homeless can give you some of the best knowledge.
Right, I agree with that statement, man. So now you really got me curious, though, bro. And I want to ask you. No, real talk, bro. I got to ask you this just for anybody, because I got a lot of young artists that listen to this show, man. I just got to ask you so they can hear the answer to this. I want to know, man, when you was locked down like that, going through all of that shit on the inside, bro, and you said you was reading and studying all these different things. I want to know what you read specifically, if you can remember, if there was a passage out the Bible or something you read in a book that really just sparked your brain into this, like, all right, I'm definitely changing. Was there anything specifically you read that sparked that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what sparked back and applied to my life was a couple of things out the Bible too. Was like when Jonah was running from his calling, right? When he ran and God told Jonah to tell the people in Nineveh to repent and that he's an awesome God and he's God of many different chances. Okay, when I got in trouble, I had an opportunity to speak to the people in the streets, but I was still going through something. So I was like, man, everybody got to do their own thing. My maturity stage wasn't in yet, right?
Right.
So I had to go through a whole lot of more storm to put me on a level like, I'm like, man, I gotta get this together right here, because if I don't get this together, it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never get out of prison. I'm gonna die in prison and all my family dying on me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing was to adhere to the calling. I read the story of Jonah. I said, this applied to my life. I can't escape my calling. I gotta go out here to the free world and tell these little young guys, you're not lame if you pray to God. You're not lame if you go to church. You can still be a good rapper and create music. You don't have to really shoot nobody to do your music. Music is creativity. If everybody who was doing music was doing everything that they were saying, there's no way they'll be free. You know what I'm saying? Because you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all of the time. Right. You feel me? Everybody who live that gangster life, who's in music, eventually your time will come. They say the fowls of the trap will hunt you. If you seek evil and pursue it, evil will seek you and pursue it. You don't have to talk about another man and diss him on a record to make good music. Stay grounded and committed to your craft. You know what I'm saying? And don't do no hating and don't do no social media beefing. I know I got off subject a little bit.
Go ahead, man.
You know,
do your thing, bro.
This is a big thing what's going on today's time. You got great artists that let people that don't even know them escalate a situation. The youngsters not thinking they incriminating themselves on this social media. They posting these guns. They disrespecting each other. You know what I'm saying? They sagging their clothes off they rump. You know what I'm saying? They want respect, but they not giving it in a way to where no matter if you're a warrior or a killer, you're still supposed to know how to respect the next person's space. Yeah, respect absolutely. Take you a long way in life. See, everybody want $100 million record deal. God ain't gonna give half of the people this money or this rap deal that they want, because he know the intentions of your heart. See, if you become pure, then God will give you the desires of your heart. You don't have to see, it's too much killing going on. It's too much violence going on for money. Money,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, money breaking up families. Money got people talking about people. I remember a time where people shared deodorant. Now,
Right.
I'm saying, like, you got a lot of different reasons why people don't do that today, but I'm just using it for an example. Before I talk about your hygiene, I try to aid and assist your hygiene. See, they know nothing about that. Everybody want to front and make it like they always had money, call the next person broke that's trying to come up. That's not real. That's not nothing solid to put down on your brother or sister. You want to talk about this lady for having 5 kids, but come to find out your mama got 5 kids. Why are you talking about that lady? Oh, that's cool.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the stuff you're saying, bro, I didn't even want to interrupt you, though, because, like, I want all the young people listening to this show to grasp.
I'm saying, like, it's a stand your ground law. You ain't got to flash your gun on social media to catch a female or let somebody know you about this or that right there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do all this right here and the law gonna go to your social media page, they gonna say you flashing them guns. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got the Better Weigh Your Option program. You got to think before you move. You have to weigh your options in life before you do something, because when you do it, it's too late to say, oh man, I shouldn't have did that. If you take a life and you get caught up for it, you know they're going to give you life. You know you ain't going to get no more chances out there. So, you know what I'm saying? A few second mistake can cost you a natural life sentence. Or a few second or bad choices can cost you your life.
Sir, absolutely. That's very critical, bro. And I want to just kind of get into this with you, man. I'm having fun with this already. This is great stuff, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you have heard it, but there's an old saying that says, "What's understood don't need to be explained." And what I've been noticing is that all these youngsters that are out here flashing and they're always projecting, trying to let people know what they're about and what they'll do if something happens. I find that as like a form of, they're like insecure. I don't think that they would really want to do these things. They're just trying to show you to scare you off. So try them. It's weird. But
right. Well, you want me to tell you something?
Do you think?
Everybody see the interpretation of what everybody else say man should be. Remember I told you I wanted to be the toughest street guy because everybody telling me you don't let nobody do this. You don't let nobody do that. Everybody telling you all this stuff. You don't have your own brain. You become a walking vegetable. So people got to learn why am I let somebody else's energy move me? See, I did that a lot of years. If somebody throws something in the air, I'm the first one to fight. I'm the first one to get on the scene to get humbuggers, right?
Right.
But when I started to sit back and see if somebody else around me hear the same thing I do, don't nobody hear nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So why is it always me taking off? The youngsters got to know that you can't let nobody else come hype up a situation. That's how people get killed. That's how people get a lot of prison time. Letting somebody say, man, ain't nobody gonna mess with my sister. Okay, what did your sister do? Always investigate. You don't never go just do nothing just because somebody your sister or just because somebody your brother. Your brother and sister do wrong too. You feel me?
Right.
So
that's real.
The youngsters gotta understand that, man.
That's real right there, man. I had to I told a close friend of mine that I consider a brother. He always has female issues and shit. Like he's always getting in fights with dudes over it. And he always calls me like, bro, I need you to come over here, bro. La da da da. I was like, man, what's going on? And he would tell me it's about this raggedy chick he's dealing with. And I'd be like, oh nah, bro, you got it. I'd hang up. I'd be like, just call me when you're done. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. I got my own life to live over here. We both adults here. We both got enough sense to know better. And if I tell you not to do something a million times and you go out there and do it, don't call me for the assistance if you don't, I'm just weird like that. And I think these youngsters should adopt that principle. Like if you got homies around you, don't get involved in their bullshit if it's
Hey, let me show you something. Man, if somebody's a little homie or a big homie to you, they got any kind of love for you. If a person got any kind of influence, big or small, if they use that influence for the right way, these youngsters won't do that because there's laws to any and everything. If you're in a street movement, you got laws you have to abide by.
Right.
Because if you ain't got no laws or no sense of direction to a movement, it ain't a movement if you don't have structure. So my thing is this right here. There's no way the big homie can see the little homies. I'm saying when I say that, I mean just an older guy that's been in the games, a younger guy doing the same thing he do. That's what I say big homie. I don't mean in no game way. Okay. It's an older person's job to pull a younger person coattail if he see him doing something wrong. You know, it's such thing as the correct way to advise somebody that's not the right way to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Being able to accept when you wrong. See, a lot of these youngsters, can't nobody tell me nothing. I take care of myself. Woo, woo, woo. Ain't nobody saying they paying your bills, man, but that don't mean nobody can't tell you that this man got a gun waiting on you around the corner, man. This man got a gun, he looking for you, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you done did something, and, oh man, ain't nobody gonna mess with me, and fly right around there and get killed, and everybody's saying like, you know, this shouldn't have happened, but it's just, you can't rush your time by making bad decisions and running up on people for stuff that ain't even. Somebody tell you, leave them alone, get out my face, man. I don't want to fight. Leave that person alone. Don't force nobody to kill you.
Right. I mean, that's what I see, them, especially when you talk about all the social media shit that these youngins do, bro. I'm like, you guys are literally in each other's comments on a computer screen, bro, on the internet where the police are very prevalent. Man. And you're talking crazy on there. You're talking about pulling up, what's your address and all this shit.
Let me show you something.
Wow.
Let me show you something. We have more instigators and less entrepreneurs of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's young people, they getting their money, and I ain't gonna hate on that one of them, but you know, the Bible said a fool with money will soon depart, and I didn't understand that till I got in my 40s. You hear me? Like I understand that to the T to where I can tell a young guy, if you invest all this energy and all this intelligence, the same energy into what you're doing, the bad things, if you try to turn that around and just try to listen. If you listen, look, and learn, you'll find out a lot. I'm saying you can't just go through life thinking you 19, 20, 21 thinking, oh, can't nobody tell me nothing. Man, I've been out here since I was 14. You still a baby. You just don't want to admit it. You not fully developed.
Right. Right. And I mean, nobody probably can't tell you nothing, but a damn bullet sure as hell can. It'll tell you anything. So
it's certain things you don't do. It's certain things that you don't do. Like where I come up at, it's certain streets that if you wore a certain color, you didn't go there. It ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. I don't care who you know. You don't go down this street right here, right? So I'm trying to tell people that, you know, you got one life to live. Your family love you. Whoever care for you, like that song T.I. say, you got to try to, you got to be dead and gone, because if you slip up and somebody kill you at an early age, that puts so much hurt on the parent. That puts so much hurt. If you got a little baby and you get killed, man, that baby's scarred for life before he can grow up.
Right, yeah, this shit is traumatic beyond belief for a parent to have to bury their kid because, you know, because you think about it, parents, you know, they do the best that they absolutely can, man. But parents are not gods, they're not perfect, you know, so they do the best that they can to their best ability. But the kid ends up making their own decisions outside of the home. And that's when shit goes wrong, when the community in itself don't, like you say, have that village mentality where you got the older ones out there pulling them by the coattail when they see them away from home doing bad shit. They don't do that much anymore. So these youngins don't really have that kind of guidance where somebody's grabbing them to the side like, hey, bro, you tripping. We don't do that. You know, stop it. You know, don't do that shit. They don't do that as much anymore. I guess these youngins really kind of got the older ones kind of scared because these youngins they will kill you.
It's not really. But see, it's a such word called, you ever heard of pragmatism?
Yes,
that
sir.
means that you practice approach to a problem. You don't go to a war zone with an outrage. You go to a hostile environment. I learned this by being part of the leading security committee in prison of the movement I was part of, right? You got to learn how to bring peace to a situation too. You can't just always bring war, right? So if you talking to them youngsters, you got to talk their language, but you got to do it in an elderly way. That's all you have to do. It's nothing hard about it. You have to take the time out, and you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta bring the right conversation. You can't just say youngster, you can't be doing that. Now you gotta say little bro, man, don't crash yourself out like that, man. Don't take your own life like that. You playing Russian roulette. I done told a lot of them like that. I never had no problem out of them because I respect what you do. I understand that. I done played all that game. I done took stuff from people. I done tore hinges off doors. I done did all that stupid stuff. So I understand the pull-up game and all that. I'm saying it's not worth it. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If nobody's trying to take your life for something that you don't know nothing about. But if you know you out here in the game, playing the game, don't get on social media, breaching and talking all outside of your head, man. Keep your business to yourself. Stop snitching on yourself. Don't tell nobody what you got going on. Don't nobody want to know about all that right there. Social media is to be used for platforms, networking, positive and beneficial stuff, trying to get a record deal, trying to get a movie deal, trying to reach out to people that you ain't talked to in years. People trying to get endorsement deals. People trying to get all type of things going on promoting their business. No matter if you selling, no matter if you a dancer, no matter whatever you are, do it with pride. But just don't use the internet for foolishness. That's not what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Technology have took over the world, and instead of y'all working the technology is working y'all.
I like that. Yeah. That's a true statement, bro. That for real, man. It always is.
That's what I'm saying, man. The technology, the pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody want to get mad. Listen, people will sit on your social media just to come up with some blah, blah, blah. You spending time blah, 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 but this man got a whole show going on. You mad and spectating because you don't have the mental capability, the physical capability, the musical capability, or the podcast capability. So you sit back with something to say, but you ain't in motion, though.
And I'm gonna just jump in here for a second though, bro. I really believe in my heart though, man. I think it comes from this. Those kind of situations come from this. Simply, when you see somebody else in your immediate community doing something better than what you got going on, instantly your eyes fixate on their situation, and so you stop focusing on what you're good at. And the moment you do that, it breeds resentment amongst your fellow community person. So I would always tell young people, bro, like don't pay attention to what somebody else going on. Like pay attention only to the limit where you go show support, but don't overindulge in what they got going on, because you got your own talents and your own lane over here that you need to be building.
That's
on.
what I'm saying, man. Listen. Right now we have an epidemic. No, I salute NBA Youngboy. I salute his music. I salute him for doing his thing. You hear me? Mm-hmm. But you have so many artists trying to sound like him. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that sound travels, and he already made that sound travel? Be who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people will respect your music voice.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what music is built on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring your authentic self to the music, because everybody has something special to contribute in their own unique way. It's beautiful when you do that. You know?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi. I ain't trying to rap like nobody else.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't trying to rap like nobody else. We don't talk like nobody else. When you hear my music, don't listen for nobody else's sound but mine. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find me sounding like anybody else. I'm gonna tell my story how the Mississippi people talk. Just be who you are. And a lot of artists will go more far. They'll get, more confidence.
Right, because people can actually feel when you're being authentic, bro. Like people are not, they're dumb out here, but they're not that dumb. People can actually tell when somebody's being authentic with them. They can feel it. It's a whole energy thing out here. So people know when you're bullshitting them, man. People don't give them enough credit to be that stupid. Like people know when you're bullshitting them. So that's why a lot of these rappers is out here faking the funk and copying shit. That's why they always got a lot of issues. They always
listen. Hey, in my city, I don't have no problem with now artists, because you know what I'm saying, like I let them know it takes everything we have to make a whole. We don't have time to be dissing each other in no raps. If somebody shoot shots, you know what I'm saying, like me coming from a background of I used to catch everything and attack everything that somebody could come with. I don't live like that no more. I don't even adhere to the small things. You can't sweat the small thing and have a big vision at the same time. You got to know how to liberate. Yeah, and you got to protect your mental health.
Say that one more time for me, though, bro. That was a deep line right there. Say that one more time for me.
When I say you have to liberate the small things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to liberate the small things in order to accomplish your big vision, because them small things are getting in your way. You know what I'm saying? It'll get in your way, and what's in your way becomes you have no sense of direction, and with no sense of direction lead to a veil on your face. Once you get that veil on your face, then you don't know which way you going. You just moving around. You like, bro, what we gonna do today, man? What you got going on? You ever seen somebody just have to wake up and go to a spot and see what his homeboys doing.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. I used to be that.
Man, you lose out on a lot of good females. You lose out on a lot of opportunities. You lose out on your own personal characteristics and your own self daily thinking. Because the more you go around people and let them dictate what y'all doing that day, how you ever gonna come up with you a plan?
Yeah, you got to be a leader out here, man. You got to, walk your own walk sometimes. You got to separate yourself from the group sometimes, be an individual.
See, and the thing is, I had to tell a guy this today. He was like, man, I ain't never followed nobody. Man, I always been a leader. I had to stop him, right? I cut him off. I said, hold on. So he said, man, why you cut me off? I say, I was always taught if you hear something that you don't understand or you don't agree with, you have to address that right then because I might forget what I was trying to address, or you might get off the subject, or you might thinking that this is how this really go. I'm letting you know if I know better, I can't let you go no further with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people got to understand that the streets not out here to show you no love. That's not what it was never designed for. The streets is a beast. The streets is a beast that will eat you alive. It'll eat you alive.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want the young guys to know that in order for you to have something and not go to prison and not die early, the only way to beat the game is not get in it. Now, you got some people that's on social media, what it is about showing somebody your money. You gon' make somebody who ain't got no money watch you and stalk you and catch you and they kill you and rob you. Then everybody saying they do you wrong, but that's how they eat. That's how them guys eat. Y'all giving them guys what they want and then saying, it ain't nobody gonna come take from me. Nobody can be on their square 24/7. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody's above or beyond getting got.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You gotta hear that song I got, Everybody Ain't Built for Crime.
I did hear that. That's a raw ass song.
You heard that?
I like what you was talking about on there. Yes, sir.
You know why I said that? Because I seen 50 guys get round up. I only seen 3 of them stay solid. The other 47 told, man. You hear me?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's deep.
The other 47. I know it's deep. Did you? I'm saying and the reason why it's deep is based on a true story.
Right. Damn, man. That's what these youngins got to look forward to out here playing that game. And I just want to put this out there while it's fresh on my mind, man. You will never find the road to success walking dead-end streets. You just not going to happen, bro. Y'all got to realize that you will not find the road to success by walking dead-end streets, man. Y'all got to get off them damn dead-end streets, bro. You're not going to find it.
Hey, you said that right because they don't bury the scared, they bury the dead. See, that's what people got to understand. They don't bury the scared. See, this scared thing done become a fashion. Oh, I ain't scared of nothing. You know you ain't got no gun. You know this man's scrap. You gonna go over there and try to prove something to your homeboy. I knock him out. What you trying to do that for, man? That man ain't bothering nobody. Leave that man alone. He in my hood. You ain't bought a damn piece of property talking about your hood. What you mean? You ain't bought no property, little bro. You just grew up on this street. You know what I'm saying? You wanna enslave somebody inside your community. But you know what I'm saying? That's not the right thing to do. It's too much going on in the world to have to worry about somebody that you can't even get on social media without being disrespected, or you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't use these platforms because they getting the platform so shut down because they doing all this gang banging on social media, instigating on social media. Social media supposed to be used to get some money and reach out. You can become an entrepreneur through this social media.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. I mean, I think
using social media for the right reasons.
Right,
Let's use it for the right reasons, man.
Right, because it's definitely a million messy. I don't want to get too cursing with you, but there's plenty of a million messy people on social media. Just be part of that group of people, that small group of people that's using it to get their future popping.
Man, listen, Master P, I salute Master P.
Oh,
Master
man.
P, I push education. Master P push education. He got both his sons playing at sports and stuff. I'm saying he teaching That's where I got my method from, to teach the kids. I'm a straight street dude that did straight prison time, 22 years. Ain't nothing wrong with going to school. Ain't nothing wrong with making good grades. Ain't nothing wrong with being square as a pool table, green and grass. You hear me? Get that education, get that degree, hit that gym. You know what I'm saying? Do something constructive with your time other than stand around with some guys talking about, yeah, bro, with some gun, waiting. You ain't doing nothing but killing yourself in a matrix way. You killing yourself like Ebola. And I'm talking about like that. You know, you got the Ebola swag. You just waiting to die. You just waiting to call your mom and tell her you locked up with a 1,000 charges. And Lil John got you locked up because you didn't let him trick you to take you to this man's house to kill him. Just, you know, you ain't just crazy stuff. We at the all-time high of losing the youth. We had a swift epidemic of losing the youth to penitentiary and graveyard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I agree with that. So I do want to get into this with you, bro, before we get too far off the path, man, just for my listeners to understand a little bit about you. So tell us about, I don't know if you call it an organization or a movement, but the Better Weigh Your Options, man. Tell us about that and how that started and what was your goal with it.
And Better Weigh Your Options, which BWIO, which means Better Weigh Your Options, is a prevention advisory awareness program. I started out as with a volunteer-based group. We go around and volunteer our time to mentor to the troublesome youth. We create signs for the school buses. BWIO, noise equals distraction, distraction equal wreck. We make safety signs. We try to connect the parents and the kids together so they can understand the reason why your kids look up to these guys in the streets, and let the kids know the reason why your parents be stressing about you. You know what I'm saying? I was a troublesome kid, so I teach troublesome kids methods. I teach the kids how to prevent from getting in something. Try to prevent them from crashing out, or advise them of bad situations and bad choices lead to death and early incarceration. Right. You know, that's how I come up with it through all my heartaches and pains. I want to give back as a survivor to the youth. I wanted to start a program, so I did that.
And how long have you since has it been since you started that program? How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing this right at 3 years now. Been going at it strong, man. I go around and mentor at the schools. I go to the parks. I go to the playgrounds. I go to the coliseums, the ball fields. I just pull up. I got my own equipment. You know what I'm saying? I just go around and apply my heart to the youth.
Right. So I mean, I don't know if you want to get into this or not, bro, but do you have any, like, you know, kind of like success stories from some of the kids you talked with over the years where they really like changed their shit? Like, you want to tell us about them?
Most definitely, man. I come home from prison. It was like about 12 guys, little young guys. They was skipping school, but they call themselves being in the movement that I used to be in, right? Mm-hmm. So they heard about me, so they was watching me, observing me. They seeing me work out, take my mom trash out, because that's why I had paroled out to my mom's house, right? So, you know, I'm taking care of my mother. My mother just had surgery when I come home. So they seeing the way I'm respecting my mother. So they started respecting their mother. You know, they started to hang around me and see how I respect my mom. So now all I talk about is the worst part of penitentiary. I never told them about any great stories, because when you want to advise somebody of the corruption that's going on, you want them to know the bad and the rawest of the truth, right? Yep. So I'm letting them know that you are divest of your everything when you go to prison. Divest means strip. You don't have, you know, people out here think they have that dignity and all that right there. Man, you don't have all that when you go to prison. I still got my integrity. I still got my dignity. But I'm saying, like, you can't be doing stuff that'll send you to prison, but expecting not to go. Because when you get in there, it's a whole nother world. What means something out here don't mean nothing in there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get people to understand that if you don't weigh your options, then you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it if you don't weigh your options. If you don't see what's going on first before you involve yourself, you're gonna lose out every time. And I'm a prime example of that.
Right, man. So let me ask you this, bro. I mean, how many of these kids have you talked to over the years you've been doing this? How many of them really resonate with your presence
Okay,
there and what you talk about?
our son, like 10 of my guys are in college right now. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? They are in universities. I'm talking about like they straightened up. They went from little gang bangers to the military, and the rest of them in college. They straightened themselves up. Their mom came and told me like, real deal, I appreciate you just telling my baby about God and how they're supposed to respect their mama, because my boys come back and told me they apologize and they sorry for treating me like that. They always call me when they gone somewhere. They say, you told them. They told their mama I was the reason why they was calling her when because they didn't used to call her. They got a cell phone, but they would never let their mama know where they was at. I told them that ain't right, man. If your mama bought you a phone, you least could have that little respect for her. Say, Mom, I'm around the corner. Mom, I'm at my girlfriend house. Mom, I'm at the mall. That don't mean you lame. That mean you in communication with the person that birthed you in the world, man. Come on now.
Wow. So you got 10 of them that went to university, bro. That is amazing.
All 10 of them, man. I'm talking about. Ain't nobody go to jail. Time I came home, I worked with them guys, and they done recruited they little friends. Now they got them in college.
Damn, man. See, this is the type of stuff I like to hear about, bro, because when people think about us, all of us that come from these certain neighborhoods, they all think that we ignorant and everything. So I want to know, how many of these kids have you talked to over the years, bro? What's the amount of talent you've seen within the kids you've dealt with, man? I got to hear this.
I done seen so much talent out the youth from inside the walls to out. I done talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids because I done large conventions. And I'm saying I done seen so many talented kids, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know how talented they are. Have so much potential. But
still there, man? Go ahead, man.
I said, I done seen many of the youth, you know what I'm saying, be very talented. But I seen so many not letting nobody show them the right moves to make with that talent. And, you know what I'm saying, they didn't listen, they didn't know, they didn't have a clue, but they were just God bless talent. I meet so many of them young guys like that. First thing they tell me, man, I want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You know, education, when you in the music business, you can't expect somebody to keep it all clean with you. You got to know how to read a contract. You got to know how to write. You got to know how to spell. You know, you got to know what a good contract is. You got to know, is your accountant is maintenance trying to be slick? You got to be up on yourself. So they just wanted to be a rapper. They didn't know all the things that a rapper have to go to and what he have to know.
Right.
You know, so
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Absolutely. So you're big on self-education, then people, whatever field people are getting in, these youngins, man, you really, put into them about educating themselves in whatever field they choose to, go in, learn everything they can about it before they step in.
You have to, because you hear these rappers, man, and I'm not the greatest rapper in the world, but I can rap on any level. It don't matter. I can sing you several different songs where I'm talking about several different things. Just to shoot them up, bang, bang, shoot them up, bang, 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 bang. And I went to the script club, met with this girl. That's cool music, but all your music can't be like that. What about the music that you can play in front of the kids? The music that you can play on the radio? You feel what I'm saying? You know, the music that you can play on the soundtracks. The music that you can play to documentaries. It's all kind of ways to put the music on different things. You know what I'm saying? But being creative and educating yourself.
Right. You know, and I'm actually a huge bookworm, man. I used to hate reading because of where I grew up at, but I really got into it, and I really, I try to push that on anybody young that I get to. Like, bro, you're not corny for reading, my man. Like, go to the bookstore. I'll take you with me. I'll be like, come on, we'll go over there on the weekend, whatever Saturday. Don't tell your friends where you're going if you're insecure about it. I'll take you over there, get one on the slick, and just go home when nobody's around to crack it open and just talk to me about it in a week. I like to do stuff like that because some of these kids just never been introduced to it, but it's a whole world of just knowledge you can gain from just doing that on the slick. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yes, you can, man. I was sitting down with one, and one guy was telling me he was in a learning disability class, and he was shaming his handwriting. I looked at him, I say, you looking at a reflection in the mirror. I remember being the best basketball player at my school, but had to, I was in a learning disability class. So, that kind of messed with me, but it didn't stop me from messing with no girl, but it kind of messed with me because I was in these classes. You feel me? Right. So the guy was kind of always want to sign his name last. I said, look, I used to do that same thing. I told him, I said, man, the way God make you is the way God make you, but if you practice on it and you praying about it, God will give you a better handwriting, man. You feel me? Right. If he can grant everything else, don't think he can't grant you no better handwriting, at least to satisfy you. It don't have to satisfy nobody else. You feel me? So I was once that guy writing. I remember writing all because I was young when I went to prison. You see what I'm saying? I got my GED in prison. So I had to sit, you right. Self-education is very important.
Absolutely, bro. Like that's what I love to tell anybody. Cause see, I'm only 28 years old, and I hate telling people that, bro. Cause once I put my age out there, they instantly get this thought in their mind. Especially if I'm talking with anybody that's like 20, 30 years older than me, they instantly get this thought in their mind that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But life showed me its booty at kind of a young age. So. But it is what it is. I grew out of that stuff. I still got 2 friends of mine that I grew up with and all of that. I'm always trying to, keep them out of trouble, and they're always in and out of jail. And I'm always trying. Every damn time they call, man, I come running. I take care of the family. I try to tell them, man, I should beat your ass for going in there. Don't do that no more. And it's always the same damn. I'm the square in the group. I'm the square amongst my friends.
Hey, listen, bro. You are very profound. You know what I'm saying? I be checking you out. I'm saying you very profound. You very sharp for your age. You well-rounded, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how they misjudge. Who is anybody to judge anybody? I'm not even judging the youngsters. I'm saying the life y'all living, I understand because I was wild, man. You heard me?
Just giving them the truth.
Only thing I'm trying to tell them, it ain't worth it, though.
Right.
You got to weigh your options, man. You don't weigh your options and you let the system get their hands on you. You think it's messed up, it's going to be over with, man.
Right, because I think I'm pretty sure you already know this, bro. But because you got a lot more, years on this planet than I got, so you probably don't see more than everything I've already seen. But just if you think about it, man, when it comes to our neighborhoods, these impoverished environments we come up in with violence present all the time and things like that, the one thing I always noticed lacking when I was a youngster, bro, is confidence amongst young people. They wasn't raised to have this big confidence in themselves or any skill that they got. They were just always taught to just let society tell them they're no good, and they never had the confidence to say, no, man, the hell with you.
Man, listen. Listen, man. Okay. First of all, the way they perceive things, it be the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can tell them something, and you know what I'm saying, they think somebody, just because somebody ain't paying their bills, they feel like nobody can't tell them nothing. See, the money, the word money, and you know what I'm saying, having a name. See, it used to be respect your elders. Now it's about respect your youth. If they understand the ordained order of the earth, then they won't really have no bad problem, man, because I understand that the youth is a problem. Everybody talk about the problem, but the part of the solution is the other street guys stepping up, telling these young guys, say, little bro, if you gonna be up on the same thing I'm on, bro, this is how this go. You gotta be productive in your community. You gotta respect that old lady, man. Why you cuss that old lady out, little bro? Your days ain't gonna be right, little bro, because guess what? Little bro? You just cussed this lady out. Don't you got a mama? I'm saying teaching these little cats come and sin like that instead of laughing, like making him think he did something good. You ain't did nothing. You cussed the old lady out. You took an old lady purge. Get that old lady back her purge, bro. I give you some money, bro. You don't be out here doing that, bro. Don't make nobody kill you about their mama. Don't want nobody to sit out there and do that. First thing somebody say, he always preach. Okay, you rather somebody preach while you alive or you rather somebody preach while you dead? Because if you do the wrong thing, it's gonna be a preacher on the scene regardless.
I like that. Oh man, shit. That was a hell of a quote right there. Now you want somebody to pray while you alive, but when you dead, damn. I like that.
What one you want? What one you want? Listen, I got a song. Listen, I'm working on a song now called "It's Easy to Die, but It's Hard to Live."
Ooh.
I'm working on a song called that right now. It's easy to die, but it's hard to live though.
I can't wait to hear that song because now we finna get into a little bit of music stuff, bro. Because I got to tell you though, man, you got a hell of a flow on you, bro. Like you can flow your ass off, man.
Hey, man, I'm old, man. Don't do that, man. You trying to pick now, man.
No, I'm dead
old,
serious.
man. I ain't.
Fuck that, bro. You can spit your ass off, man. I heard that the old school track. You was rapping your ass off on that one, bro, for real.
Yeah, man. I be getting down, man. I love that music, man. I can get on any beat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be trying to brag. I just, I be trying to keep it kosher. But, man, I can get on any beat, man. Any beat I get, man, I'm gonna get on that thing, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, if anybody listening, man, if you go back and watch all the interviews I've done, whether it be with people that was older than me or these young artists, one thing I always do is I come at them with this, this overwhelming support and like fan shit almost. Like I just telling them how damn awesome they are because I do believe it is genuine. But I want them to actually hear, that from somebody that don't even know them, bro, so they can just boost their confidence, just even a little minute piece, so they can take that away from this interview and feel like they own the world after they get off of there with me and they really, dig into their craft because now they know they got a stranger out there that says they like the best shit in the world. That's what I do this for, bro, because I like to spark people's confidence because there's so much damn talent going on that's unnoticed out here, and it pisses me off that nobody gives these young men and these young women any encouragement about
man, if these young guys are connected to your platform, if they listen to the good stuff you telling them, they gonna be successful. I ain't saying, we can't save everybody. See, that's the thing what the world gotta understand. We not trying to tell the youth what to do. Right. We just trying to show you how to do things. You can't expect to have success and you study out here causing conflict and you gang banging and you shooting in people's house. Your time gonna come when somebody gonna kill you. See, even killers get killed. Robbers get robbed. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hey, it's a vicious game, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a vicious game.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of a guy that his name's Gilly the Kid, and he said something in a video one time. He said, the shooters are like the lowest form of street cat because their lives are expendable to everybody else on the street. That was shit touched my heart. I said, damn, that's
real. Hey, look, man. This coming from a guy who used to shoot in the club, grocery store, I don't care where you at. If it's on, it's on. I was my pull-up game was strong. You see what I'm saying? So right. I'm not bragging. So I say that to say I understand, I overstand that somebody can make you mad to do that. But no matter how mad you get, if you don't weigh your options, it could cost you your life or your freedom. Either way, it costs you your life. If it costs you your freedom, that's still your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that the moral of the message here for any youngster out there listening, bro, don't become a shooter, man, because that just means your life is expendable. Nobody respects the value of your life. Your life has value out here. Don't let the streets tell you that your life is stolen. You can throw it away easy. So go out there and shoot this guy for me because they don't respect your life. You got value in your life, so don't pick up that gun and ruin it because these people don't respect your value. Don't do that.
Hey, look, I'm saying, I know people that's got guns. I grew up knowing people that had guns. My daddy had a gun. You know what that gun was for? If somebody try to harm his kids, his wife, or his house, you have to protect yourself now.
Absolutely.
We understand it. But to get a gun, go wave it and point and aim and have all these different colors on and gang banging and disrespecting people's mama, shooting up these folk mama house. These folk mama ain't did nothing to you. See, when you bring beef to somebody's doorstep, what about when the beef come back to your doorstep? People get on social media and say, I don't care about nothing. But what about with somebody lurking around your window at 2 or 3 in the morning while you laid up there sleeping?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The world is round. It's not square. So that's just like life. When you do something in life, while you going around in that circle, something coming in that circle, you know what I'm saying, behind you, you just don't see it yet. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And this what game is. My definition of game coming out of Mississippi, the country boy game is this.
Right.
Game is something that's presented to you in a shape, fashion, form, or way. You don't recognize it till it hits you and gone.
Yeah, I felt that. That's some real shit right there, man. That's some real shit. That's
for real, man.
That's some real shit.
Man, value your life with one life to live, man. All that, the hero stuff is for the movies, man.
For real.
I don't even really watch TV. I can't really tell you no show because I know that hero stuff is for the movies. Okay, like I'm gonna name some movies that I would want a youngster to watch. I want them to watch movies like Colors. It was a meaning to that movie.
Yeah, that was a classic.
You know what I'm saying? I want them to watch that movie where they was with them three guys, Money Making Mitch, was selling the dope.
Paid in full.
Paid in full see that they missing the story. They looking at the money, right?
Right.
I'm looking at how that man, mama and sister got tied up, got killed. He killed. He got his head blowed off. His homeboy that he was jacking with from prison came back and killed him about 8 kilos. That stuff is true, man. That's exactly how the game go.
Every day. Every damn day.
Man, people right hand man been killing them since the beginning of time. Cain killed Abel. What make you think your blood brother won't kill you if y'all out there getting his blood money? See, there's more things come to the blood money, man.
Right. I mean, shit, even Judas crossed Jesus. If you can cross Jesus, you can cross any damn body. Like even they was
listen. You ain't lying, man. Anytime that you thinking this love, somebody gonna put a gun in your hand telling you somebody got some money in this house over here, and you go over there and get killed. That man just got you killed. You ain't thinking for yourself. You thinking about some money that may be in there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
One of my partners did me like that, an older guy. This man was on cocaine. I didn't even know this man was on the cane. You hear me? Mm-hmm. So he put me up on a so-called lick. Man, I go tear these folks' dough off the hinges. I'm young and wild. I tear it off like a gorilla. I go in here, ain't nothing in the house, bro. Ain't nothing in the house. I done tore this man's house up for nothing. You hear me?
Damn.
So I go back, you know what I'm saying? I get on his trail because I'm young and wild at the time. I get on his trail, but he could have finessed me out of my life. What if it would have been an ambush?
Right.
I was already well respected. What if it would have been an ambush? Mud was just trying to get me out the way because I'm already too much pressure on the city. Come on, man. You got young guys. If you got a reputation, you got to think. Come with a reputation, come people be cocked like a helmet. They be ready to kill you because the scariest guys got away with the most murder. The guy that never show their gun and act like a nerd, them the one walking around that done kill somebody and they never did no time because they don't bother nobody. Them guys is not looking for no trouble. So when you don't look for no trouble and trouble come to you, hey man, I didn't mean to do nothing, but this man was on me. People can understand that, but when y'all go around flashing these guns and pulling up with guns because 2 females fighting, hey, you got 10 dudes out here with guns, they shoot, they fight. It totally been between everybody want to fight on camera. Can't nobody put no gloves on to go around the house. The young guys, they too pretty. They too pretty now to say, hey man, this guy and this guy got a problem. We not gonna, my mama grew up with your mama, so we not finna shoot each other. We finna go in the backyard and duke it out, man. We gonna do it like some players, man. We ain't finna go, it ain't even worth all that, but we got all these hype men behind us. Yeah, bro, get him, go get him, bro. 80% of people locked up for instigating.
Right, that shit is sickening, man. I hate when people do that damn shit, man. Especially if it's somebody older than the people that they're instigating shit with. I'm like, who the hell raised you, bro? Are you this dude's younger than you and you instigating them like that? Who the fuck are you?
Every time you get on social media, don't you see some grown people or whole crowd of people? It's good when you see somebody having a party and a kickback and they cooling. I don't like to see all that fighting on social media. It make me throw my phone down, man.
I look at it like it's evidence, so it already makes me mad. I'm like, damn, somebody actually recorded this shit. It's evidence for the police. You put it on the internet. Who do that?
I started going, listen. Since me and you start networking, man, I be going straight to your page because it's always something positive, productive, and you giving these guys what America is built on. America is built on to be successful. Political advancement, economical gain, education development, and socialization. Your platform consists of these things. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
so
I appreciate that. I'm new to it, man, but I appreciate the hell out of that compliment, bro, for real.
Man, you see me and you start we start linking ASAP. I'm saying you know what to say, man. You know how to say it. That means that no matter because you 28, look what God bless you to been able to go through, man. You ahead of your time and appreciate that because that's a blessing.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. Because I definitely am not supposed to be here right now, bro. So I don't take it for granted at all. You know, I thank God for the opportunity, bro, that He straightened me out or whatever. And I do just want to mention what you was talking about a minute ago, bro. To actually prove that point that that's what it is. Is like if you think about it in business or the streets, even in business, man, in the corporate world, bro, the higher you get on the food chain, the more enemies you got lurking at your back door to try to take you out. It's the same way, no matter what structure you get involved in, bro, no matter what it is, the higher you move up in rank, because the Western society, we built on patriarchs. And if you don't know what that is, go Google it for the people listening. A patriarch, that's the type of system we got in the Western society. And the Western society, the patriarchs actually, they have a ranking system. So the higher you move up in rank, that's the more enemies from the bottom lower positions is going to try to take you out. That don't matter if you're in the streets, corporate, don't matter. So that's proof in the pudding that the higher you go in rank, the more respect you get from the people, the more enemies you're going to occur over that. And you got to make sure you know if that's worth it or not. It's worth it to go through that shit in business if you're building a few, just not worth to go through that for a block you don't own. You see the difference,
That's right. That's right.
I just wanted to put that out there, bro. While I was thinking about, I forget shit too damn quick, man. I gotta fix it. I gotta get it out.
Yeah, man. I just try to come up with that music, man. I got a couple of songs that I got, giving a very, very positive message to the youth. Like street guys turn state. I ain't sent that to you yet, but it's like in this message, in this song, I'm talking about how the guys from the hood done flip, and all these guys done turned into the police, and these guys done started telling, they start falling like domino chips. You feel me?
Right.
I'm talking about guys that are really in the street start telling, they start snitching. You know what I'm saying? They start telling on one another. They doing crime. So we know the police kill people. So how could I respect somebody who's in the streets, but then when they get caught up, they can't do they time. They can do the crime, but they can't do the time.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't respect that at all. Yeah.
So I be wanting these youngsters to know, don't believe everything you see what these guys in the streets do, because you might see a guy with all his work, but you don't know who he working for. He might be working for the Fed.
Absolutely. It's a high possibility that they're actually doing that shit because
it's a high possibility
because the lockup rate is high in these communities. So you can imagine if people get locked up at this high rate. I mean, how many of these people do you really think is going to ruin their lives for you? I mean, come on now.
Man, hey, not now one of them. I firsthand know this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I done seen hardcore dudes supposed to be, go down here and press charge when they go down. And then, you know what I'm saying, you would be in jail trying to get these guys to write an affidavit to free you. They saying they don't want you, they don't want no problem. They don't know if they're going to drop the charge because they don't want you out because they thinking you finna put something on one of them, right?
Oh, shit, man.
I'm saying I done been through all this type of stuff, so I'm tell these youngsters, don't be so quick to go handle no business for your homeboy. If your homeboy got to come get you for something, it's something wrong with that picture. He ain't born to go. No, they got this new thing. They call that train to go. In my day, they would call it born to go.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Go ahead. My bad. I didn't want to cut you off, but go ahead, man.
I wasn't really saying I was laughing. I'm in agreement to you because I know you were feeling that right there. Like,
absolutely. Because like you said, bro, you lived through the damn shit, man. I've seen it. The proof is right there. It's in front of your face, man. If the kids listening, bro, if you really do the arithmetic here and you actually go look this shit up yourself and find out the conviction and arrest rate in your community, now you do the math on that and think about how many motherfuckers within that percentage, which is high, is gonna really ruin their life because of you if they get caught with you, bro. Do the math. Be smart about this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me show you something. Now, I'm not biased at all. I want to share this message, though. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, look, I understand that it's an epidemic also going on with what the officers are doing and da-da-da-da-da. That's been a hot topic, but I want to say this right here. When the guys in the streets doing all type of shooting and stupid stuff, with somebody, the police some police are bad and they come to areas and they just harass. I know how they go. I was born in the red zone. But what I'm saying is, some people are scaring the elderly, the old people so bad. These folks don't know how to do nothing but call the police. They can't physically beat you. What else they supposed to do?
Right.
Man, you shooting by a lady house. She 80 years old. What the hell this lady can do?
Right. She can't go. Yeah, she's not gonna come hunt you down with an assault rifle to blow your brains out. You know.
Think about if it was your grandma. That's the only thing I'm telling these youngsters. Before you do something, think about if it was your brother. Don't think about like ain't nobody gonna mess with my brother. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do something, somebody else in somebody else's family would do the same thing. Don't think it won't happen like that.
100%, bro. That's the thing though, bro. It's like, listen, man, we all from the same shitty ass street, and you can't clean up a pile of shit if you keep sitting on top of it before we get it.
Man, you
up,
can't.
You
Man, you can't. Listen to what I be saying. You know, I'm talking about what go on in the hood. I ain't talking about no police. I ain't talking about no parents. I'm talking about street guys that's out here in the streets that just killing each other for no logic. So I'm talking about us on us. I'm talking about the guys who, no matter what color you, if you in the struggle, we just hurting each other, and then we turn around and talk about other people that's hurting. What we mad for because you know somebody beating us to the punch. Because every time you look around, ain't nobody trying to congratulate somebody. Won't nobody apologize. Everybody too tough to apologize.
Right.
People are following they wrong all the way and won't say nothing. I can wrong solo dolo. Get what I'm gonna say? Hey, say, bro, my bad, man. I was wrong about that. Hey, say, bro, I was wrong, man. I done called my blood brother and did that before. I was wrong about something. I'm thinking, me and him, you know what I'm saying? We having a cheap of opinion. And you know what I'm saying? Like the conversation ain't got hot, but I'm saying, no, I don't care what you say, bro. I think it's like this. And I come back and find out, do my research that he right?
Right.
I apologize. I say, bro, you was right. See, if we start sharpening each other and telling each other, well, just because you come out with something, I'm trying to, I came out with a better one. It's certain things are competition, but always be willing and able to lift your brother up if you able, or your sister up.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not even hard to do. It's just people just.
It's not hard. It's not hard to do. Everybody swear they ain't no hater, right? But
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, but let me show you something. This is what people got to understand. Y'all don't know half of these big time artists, but y'all can have a local artist in y'all area, and y'all looking all over him, but spending money on somebody that ain't gonna never care about y'all community.
Right.
You got it backwards.
Man, facts. Big fucking facts. I hate when
you
they
don't do
that,
man. Listen, man. All day long, I salute every artist who popping his thing, and I ain't doing no hating. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's not their fault, but I'm saying like you can't be going out all the way out your way to go see these guys that come and cause they celebrity. Well, you ain't showing your local artists no love, so you ain't got no love for where you come from. But you started spending money on these people, so you don't believe in your homeboy. When your homeboy make it, you want your homeboy to show you some love, though.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you guys like to go to a show with a celebrity from your own damn area? Like, wouldn't you guys love to make your own celebrity that you could go see in your own city, that where they're from, and y'all could just have a big ass family reunion like that? Man. Wouldn't you love to do that instead of these strangers?
Man, you ain't lying, man. I'm saying like me and my homeboy. Guess what we got going on when we sign a deal? When we sign a deal, we doing our deal different. Y'all got just the stuff that we need in our city because we got a mission to do. We have a passion for music, but we're gonna build a platform for the upcoming local artists that's gonna have to go through classes to be great. See, it take time to be a professional. Everybody think because they can rap. That's only 10% of it. What if the other 90% is business?
Right. Absolutely.
Man, I'm telling you now, it's more than just some rap, man. You got 1 million people that can rap. Where your stability at? If I don't know you gonna stay out, what I'm gonna invest $1 million in something in you for? I don't even know if you gonna stay out. You alive while y'all here in the trap.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, bro, like there's a billion damn rappers in the world, but how many you know about? And why do you know about them and not the million?
Yeah, see, and the musical scouts got to tighten up their game. they go get all these funny bunny guys in the industry. They don't want to get nobody no role models. They don't want to get nobody who gonna tell the kids the truth, and they don't want to put them in the limelight.
Yeah, that's not profitable. Yeah,
that's just like me. You know, all the stuff that I've been through. They come at me with a little rinky-dink deal. Give me the right deal. You know I'm gonna take care of you. You know I'm gonna take care of my people. You know I'm gonna build this BWY gym. You know, this musical thing.
Have an impact on the community. Yeah.
I'm gonna have an impact on the community. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want that. They don't want that. That's not profitable for them to do that. They scared of that.
See, I need them people to understand one thing. I don't sound like no other artist. See, I'm from the SIP. I'm from the SIP, so you know what I'm saying? We got our own type of slang. And I'm saying, just like they respected everybody else's music, the artists gotta know from all over the world. It ain't just about me. You know, wherever you from, man, pop your stuff for real. Don't let nobody tell you don't sound good. If you go in there paying your money, working your craft, and you getting other people opinion. See, I get more love out of state than I get inside my own spot, but I get more physical love when I'm home. You know how it ain't no place like home.
Right.
When it comes to my music, I'm everywhere else hard. I already done performed in Alabama, New Orleans. I need to perform in Atlanta. I need to get over there because I never been to Atlanta, never in my life. So you know what I'm saying? I need to get over there. I need to go back to Florida. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to move around. So any artist or any producer that's listening to this that really got something going on, man, get at Mr. Solo Dolo, man. I'm saying, and he'll get at me and we can network. I'm ready to work, man.
Absolutely, dog. But I do just want to point this out there, bro. Atlanta is like a whole nother damn country from where I live at in Georgia. I'm from the boonies. I'm more closer to Florida than Atlanta. Atlanta's like, I don't like to fucking go up there. It's too much.
Well, I'm saying
traffic.
like, listen. I'm saying like, well, I was meaning like, wherever you at, I need to come see where we can network because you know we our mind pretty much on the same call, bro. I'm saying even though you 28. You right there. I'm saying you got the intelligence, you got the little experience to go with it, you got the understanding to listen to it, and you got the overstanding because you know what I'm saying, you willing and able. You feel me?
Right, yeah, I was just talking my shit though, man. You ever heard of a rapper named Camouflage from Georgia that got killed a while back, long time ago?
What year was it?
I don't know. He got killed in like the early 2003, I think. He was from Savannah, Georgia. He was like the biggest artist we had down here, but yeah, I'm more closer to that area, bro. Atlanta's like 4 hours from where I'm at, though. But all the opportunities is up in Atlanta. So if you are gonna be an artist coming to Georgia, I do recommend you go to Atlanta because that's where all the opportunities is up there. You'll get a way bigger response than coming down to the country part. But
I ain't really just, man. If I might just come there and do something with some kids, man, I'm on a mission, man. I got a mission to do with these kids, man. I gotta spread the word, man. That's the biggest thing that means something to me.
Yeah, bro, I'll never forget this, dog. I was at a homeboy of mine's house. We on his front porch, man, and we just hanging out or whatever. And, you know, this it was like 15-year-old kid. He just, you know, my homeboy knew him or whatever. He walked up to us on the porch, you know, blah, talking a little bit. And then he pulled out a damn a gun that he was telling us how he just got it or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, bro, that's you don't need to be waving that like that. And, you know, just, but, you know, anyway, though, bro, I think a few days later than that, my homeboy told me that he got arrested and shit. And, you know, he's like 15. I'm like, damn, bro, like, he just needed somebody around him, man, that would have been like, man, go put that damn gun out. What the hell you doing with that shit at 15? Get your ass in the house and give me that. Bro, I'll watch it back. You don't come out here with that shit. Nobody doing that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, I remember a time where we was smoking weed then. You know what I'm saying? So I try to go to the little spot where all the, you know what I'm saying, the big guy would, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna go buy me a little sack of smoke on, you feel me?
Right.
So I go up there, man. One of them older guys, man, he told me, he said, man, you getting the trap hot. You know you ain't old enough to be around here. Don't come back around here no more, man. I'm saying, like, he ain't threaten me, but he would let me know he ain't want me to go around there. He was gonna go tell my daddy, you know what I'm saying? But he would let me know, don't come back around there. And that for real, that would have gave the police proper call to stop on this man property because they got a mine up here, and I'm trying to score something. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. So
sometimes it just takes a little, just somebody to pull you to the side for a second and just be like, look, bro, I mean, what you doing, bro? I want you got brains in your head, right? You know, all right then,
yeah.
Bro, look at your situation. You out here brandishing a gun. You're 15 years old, dog. The highway's like 2 feet away from us, bro. Police ride by here. What are you doing? Like,
yeah, man. See, and then, you know, when you when you young and you in denial. See, I wanted to hang around the older guys so bad. I was acting mature, but it was just I was so wild to when I get mad, I had an anger problem. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a lot of young guys got anger problems for real, man. I had an anger problem, like, and I was always fighting from neighborhood to neighborhood. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I move around with my guys, and then when they gone in, man, I be by myself. They be like, man, why you went over there by? Because you know what I'm saying? You can't get my respect from me, bro. We move as a unit, but you know, I gotta go somewhere by myself. My girlfriend stay on the other side of town. Yeah, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Right. That's actually why, you know, I gave myself the name Solo Dolo, because I really live like this, bro. I don't like having people with me. Anywhere I go, I figured if I carry myself in a respectful manner, dog, like somebody will either tell me, hey, bro, you don't need to be around here, or I could just move through wherever. And I'm not an idiot. I don't just move in anywhere I want to go at, though, bro. I know there's rules and shit out here, but I feel like if you move as a man and your intents are good and you don't go in there causing no ruckus, bro, like most of the time people would just let you, you know, do your thing, and that's what
Man, that ain't no lie right there, man. And you know, because like I say, respect take you a long way. I done been in project where I know I done came out here for this little female, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, this was at night. When it got daytime, man, you know, these guys is posted. And when you come down the steps, this where they eat at. You feel me? So when I come down the steps, you know what I'm saying, everybody looking. Shit, you know what I'm saying, one of them spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? I spoke and kept it going. I didn't try to fit in, yeah, man, what's up with? They was shooting dice and all that. Right. I didn't try to do none of that. I spoke and I kept on moving, even though, you know what I'm saying, I had something to stand my little ground with on me, you feel me? But I still got up out of there. That was a blessing. I didn't have no problem with them guys. Them guys they knew they didn't own an apartment complex, so I'm glad they wasn't on no, this is our turf, what you doing over here? You feel what I'm saying? Because I wasn't mature enough then not to burn one of them.
Right. And so this is my thing, just going by what you talked about just a second ago, bro, about these young dudes having these tempers, bro. I was one of those dudes. You was one of those dudes coming up. We had bad tempers. And what I've noticed, I think they still got a lot of them up north in like the big city slicker areas and shit. But down south in the country areas, at least, dog, like we don't have boxing gyms and shit anymore like that for these kids to get involved in so these coaches can teach them about discipline. They can get their frustration and temper out.
Man, them gyms don't listen though. Man, you gotta for these youngsters. They so quick to they'll throw their hands up, but they'll do the gun at the same time. So they can't even take getting in the ring, getting the hand put on them and then shaking hands and just, you know, go back to doing whatever you're doing. They don't want their eyes swollen. They gotta shoot somebody because somebody swole their eye up. They gotta shoot somebody because they got stolen on. They gotta shoot, you know what I'm saying? But they out here living a life. I'm saying, come on, man. You know, on time you put the iron on somebody when they severely done violated, man. You can't be in the fight game and expect not to have no fight.
Right, but you know, I think a big problem is, bro, at least from what I observed, is that when it comes to like, you know, hip hop and TV and shit like that, I think it actually portrays murder in this kind of like glorious type of fashion where they make it look like really cool. But I don't think these young kids really grasp the concept of what it is to murder. That's not, you got to carry that with you forever. That's not an easy thing. It's not easy to just kill somebody. You carry that with you for life.
Let me show you something. I done met people that took their whole family life. Man, the guy couldn't sleep. This guy was taking a shower with all his clothes on. He was crying about these same people he killed. Man, I say that to say this right here. Half of these youngsters making spur the moment decisions. And plus they doing the same thing. Listen, the rappers can rap about this shit. And they gonna go do it. The pills, the fentanyl, the syrup, we had the all-time high of the youth overdose on this fentanyl shit. Just taking this stuff just because somebody rapping about it, trying to take this syrup, all this right here. They jumping off the porch trying to be cool and taking something that they don't know. They see some numbers on this medicine, they automatically think this medicine good. They don't know what's going on.
Right, and so when they get all damn drugged up and then commit those acts and then they sober up the next day, they're going to lose their fucking minds, and I hate to see that shit, man. I hate to see it.
Man, I'm telling you, man, this is exactly what's going on right now, man. I checked the incarceration clock in the jail, and I checked the rates of how many young guys come in, right? man, it's 30 to 40 guys, young guys a day coming in this little small town jail.
Damn,
They be
man.
so packed out, home invasion, robbery, aggravated assault, murder. I'm talking about murder over $10, $5, a dice game that you shouldn't even been gambling with these guys. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You can rush your time. You know what I'm saying? You can be tricked out your life because people be hyping stuff up. Half of this stuff ain't worth nothing.
Right. So that's a really high percentage rate though for a small town.
If you investigate what be going on a lot of time, if these youngsters learn to say, man, let me see what's going on, you'll see that, man, half of this stuff wasn't nowhere near worth it. It wasn't nowhere near worth it, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, it goes back to what I said earlier, bro. If you really think about the op that you got, they call them ops nowadays, the op that you got on your street, bro, like y'all from the same shitty ass streets. And when y'all just sitting there, how you gonna get your streets clean if you keep shitting on them? How that gonna work?
Hey, how you gonna be a op? We live in the same conditions. Right. You know what I'm saying? We living in these same conditions.
Stop at the same damn stores. Mama go to the same church.
Hey, look, we got so much beef going on. But we gonna turn around and go into the same funeral home though. Same funeral home.
Ain't that a bitch?
I'm telling you. Then you leave your parents back to do all this, trying to figure out they got to cremate you or figure out if they got to do the regular burial, which costs $7,000 to $10,000. Cremation costs $4,000. You leave your parents out here, with nothing but just memories of the good parts of you. But you out here acting like the youngsters just acting like they ready to die. Every time you look around, they point a whole bunch of guns. One of my little homeboys just killed himself trying to make a video.
Damn,
make a video.
Shit. Damn. We got, man, we I'm glad you brought that up, brother, about the funeral home stuff and all that shit, man. So I'm gonna just put this out there for anybody listening. If you ain't got 5 to 10 grand stashed up, don't get killed, because you're gonna leave your mama them with a 5 to 10 grand bill that they gotta deal with, and you ain't gonna give a shit about because you're gonna be dead. Think about that.
Yeah, that's right.
But I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I kind of got to wrap this up, bro. This has literally been the longest show I've done so far on my podcast, bro, because this conversation just been dope as hell, man. I definitely got to have you back on here, bro. This shit was crazy. It's the longest show I ever did.
Look. You know I don't mind coming back, man. Cut it down if you need to and you got to.
Hell no, bro. We keeping all of this shit. Damn that. I don't mind putting it out. This shit got to go. And yeah, man, I would love to see you like the perfect guest to have, bro, because you got such an ill story. You got a hell of a positive impact and a movement you doing, bro. It's necessary for me to have people like you on this show to just, because I got a lot of young artists that listen to me, man. You're a very necessary piece to this puzzle here, man. I appreciate the hell out of you for coming on here and accepting
I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to let these guys know be all you can be with one life to live. Don't let nothing hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Let the positive outweigh the negative and give it all you got, man, and give yourself a chance to develop and grow up. BWIO stands for Better Way Your Options. Real Deal J Hill signing off. I ain't hard to catch up with. I'm easy for booking. You can call me anytime. Get in touch with Solo Dolo, and he'll contact me, and I'll get at you ASAP. I guarantee you that.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know if you want to do this or not, bro, but put all where people can find your music, your social media accounts to follow you. Put all that out there if you want to.
Okay, I'm on all platforms through DistroKid. I think that's like 22 or 23 platforms. Damn. Every last one of them that come through Distro. I'm on YouTube. My Facebook name, Shannon Norton. That's the page. I have my youth events. I have my music on there. I have music on YouTube. Real Deal J Hill. Song The Bottom. Real Deal J Hill. Street Niggas Turn State. Real Deal J Hill. Everybody Ain't Built remix. Real Deal J Hill. Everybody Ain't Built on Audio Max, the original version. I got Pop This. Song called Pop This. These are a couple of my new jams. I got a lot of music floating around out there. I hope y'all will search for it, knowing that I did 22 years in prison. It's no fabrication to me. I call myself Real Deal J Hill because I have held up for everything that I have been involved in.
Respect, man. Definitely, you guys go get in contact, man, and go listen and check out Real Deal J Hill, bro. The dude is fire. Got a hell of a flow. Got a hell of a positive thing, a movement going on, bro. Where he's at, this dude is very great to talk to and have a conversation with. He's a very aware man. He's got a lot of intelligence about him. He's lived through the shit, been through the shit, and now he's trying to save your kids from going through the same shit. So definitely get in touch with this man, bro. I'm telling you, this is the Lonely Lounge Podcast, man. I'm signing out. I'll see you.